What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
Hey guys, today we're going to check out the Ant-Man Hot Toys 1/6 scale collectible figure. The box is absolutely immaculate, and I bought this used at a local store here, and I've always wanted a Hot Toys, and I thought that this would be a really good first one because Ant-Man is my favorite MCU superhero. So, like I showed you, the box is beautiful. It's from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then, of course, we lift up the front, and we've got this really cool credits sheet in the front. I think that's cool that, the people that helped design it get their name in the figure. Then we removed that, and the figure is inside. Now, there's some plastic protectant here, and some pieces fell out in transit, but let me get everything out of the box, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here is the Ant-Man out of the box, and I'll put a Lego minifigure next to his foot so that you can see the scale of this thing. This is like a 12-inch figure, basically like a G.I. Joe from back in the day, and it's in beautiful condition. He does have one little small scuff on the helmet, but he's got all the accessories and everything, and I just love this figure. Now, these are pretty premium figures. Doesn't really matter what character you're going to get. They all pretty much are $200 or more, even used. Sometimes they cost more after they retire, just like Lego. But as you can see, this isn't really like an action figure. It really is a collectible. I know that sounds pretty nerdy to say out loud, but it is true. The quality on this is better than like Marvel Legends or anything like that. So let's take a closer look at all of the details and the interchangeable hands and all that. So all Hot Toys figures come on like a stand that is kind of branded for the movie and has the character's name on the front. I wish it said Ant-Man instead of Scott Lang, but regardless, it's pretty cool. It's got this little grip here that kind of goes where you see it, and it helps keep the figure standing upright. Now, because of the cost of these figures, they spend a long time designing them and making them. They actually work directly with the teams at Marvel to get the details as close to the movie as possible. So I love the way that this reflective red is kind of used all throughout the suit. That's really cool. And of course, it is posable too. If you've ever had like a 12-inch G.I. Joe, it's posable in the same way where, you've got hip joints here, knee joints. The feet do move a little bit. They don't move quite as much as the other parts of the body, but you could put them in different poses. You could have them run, jump, whatever the case may be. But I do find that because of the material of this suit, it's kind of like a faux leather, like a fake leather. And because of that, it doesn't have the range of mobility that another figure may have. So the torso detailing is amazing. You can see where it's stitched in everywhere, and I mean, it's just such a premium toy. I've never had a toy this nice, if I could be honest. If we look over at the gauntlets here, you've got the plastic here with kind of the see-through red, and the hands are interchangeable. We'll take a look at those in just a moment, but when you get it shipped to you, it has plastic between there. But I removed the plastic from this side so you could see what it looks like fresh out of the box and what it looks like once you've actually maneuvered around. When we flip it around, you can see that he's got his backpack on here, and as far as I can tell, it's not detachable, but there is a zipper here, which I suppose is how it's done in the movie, that you could take the suit on or off, but I'm not going to mess with that. The belt looks really good. Of course, you've got the regulator there and the see-through red parts on the side that look great. And I love these shoulder pads, too. It looks like they might be Velcroed onto there. So that's pretty cool. But it gives Ant-Man a wide range of mobility with his shoulders. So you can kind of pose him and the shoulder pads will move with him. I wonder if Paul Rudd's actual suit is like that. It wouldn't shock me if that's the case. We're going to move down to the hands here in just a moment. But we'll take a look at the helmet while we're here. The detailing on this thing is absolutely amazing. Of course, just like any action figure, you could move it all around. Looks like this part comes out so that you could change the batteries because the eyes light up. Well, apparently they're supposed to light up. I guess the batteries are dead, but let me change those and we'll take a look. Okay, the studio lights are turned down and the lights in the helmet are turned on. You can see that it lights up here on the cheeks as well as inside of the eye sockets, and it is really amazing. I'm actually literally blown away with how much depth it adds. It looks so much better that way too, but I don't think I'm going to display it this way because I don't want the batteries to die and I don't want to be changing them all the time, but it does look awesome. And once again, you just lift up this helmet piece and click the off switch to turn them off and send it back into non-powered mode. So another thing that's cool is it comes with a Paul Rudd head so you could have him maskless, and man, this looks exactly like Paul Rudd. It's honestly kind of creepy. Creepy in a good way, though, because you do want something like this to be super accurate. They've kind of got some painted on stubble there. I don't know how they do that, but it looks amazing all around. So let's go ahead and show you. You just gently lift up on the head, and then there's a socket there. And then, of course, you just replace it with the Paul Rudd head. There you go. And now you've got the Paul Rudd head on there, and that looks really good. And then, of course, the helmet, in the movie retracts, so it comes with that piece, too. You can see that there's like a little piece for fabric here so that it looks like it goes in and blends in, and then you just slide that back there. So that's like when the helmet is retracted on the suit. So that's a really, really cool look all around, and I love the way that Paul Rudd head looks. It's honestly almost worth displaying that way. It looks that good. Now let's take a look at the hands. There are 3 sets of hands, so this set is the matching set where you could see his thumb is going to push the shrink or grow buttons. I think those look really good, but I don't think they look good together. You should mix and match them. So let's take a look at another pair of hands. Here we've got these open hands, which look really cool. They could be like he's describing something. Maybe he's using some Doctor Strange magic. Maybe he's saying, oh no, I'm trapped in the quantum realm. Or maybe he's just doing Thriller. And then finally, we've got the 2 matching fists. I think that this looks great for, superhero posing and whatnot. But of course, these can be switched out. You just gently pull out, and then you get the little joint here. Then you remove that joint from a hand, pop a new hand in, and then slide that right back into the wrist. And then you've got different hand combos. Looks really awesome. And again, this thing is so posable. One of the awesome accessories is the Hank Pym Lab, which of course can be completely shrunken down. There are wheels on the bottom, and you can take out the handle here and replace it with the large handle, just like that. It's a little tricky to do with one hand. But there it is replaced, and now you can actually wheel the building around just like the movie. Speaking of things that are just like the movie, we've got the shrink and grow discs, which are scaled correctly. And we've got a little miniature Ant-Man, which is quite cool too, so you could show him in shrunken down mode. And again, just putting those next to a Lego figure for scale, it is pretty crazy how tiny those are. Definitely don't lose those. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's kind of fun to do something a little different here on the channel, and I do have some more of these on pre-order for next year. I got like the Tobey Maguire from No Way Home, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin. So if I come across any more of these, I'll pick them up, and if this video does exceptionally well and you guys want to see more reviews like this, well, maybe I could have my arm twisted to buy some more of these figures. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.